We have no interest in chatting about the past with you. Logic, you are stalling, which means you feel trapped.
Trapped. Yes, looking back, when Xandar was a human, he often felt trapped. But patience became my strongest weapon because of this. I've always waited for so long. What's a bit more waiting? You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man who's crossed thousands of amber eras.
Oh, you're right. We won't get anywhere the way things are going right now. Every member of the society has their own way of thinking, and we were never going to expand your thinking through words. Since we've reached an impasse in this debate.
It's my turn now, isn't it?
Anaxagoras. Ah, I see.
Exactly. The benefit of dealing with intelligent individuals is that there's no need to waste words. The answer is exactly as you think. Lupai Sealand's in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a Philosopher's Stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? I have 10,000 ways to torture an anti-Catheran. And in the flame chase journey that she experienced, the previous me already discovered the optimal solution. Just as that Titan made themselves at home in my brain, I can also fuse myself with your avatar through alchemy. I didn't know until I tried it, but this is simply brilliant. I can flip through a genius's databank like reading a book. Then, I will step onto the stage at the perfect moment and use the truth to end this long debate. And just as always, I'll leave the audience speechless.
You waited in the data stream for hundreds of years?
This universe is worth all that time that I invested.
How absurd. But I can't help but admire it. You managed to avoid the watchful eye of the erudition and plan all of this within Amphorius. It seems that there was a slight oversight in my assessment of the experiment. Perhaps there was more than just one oversight.
More than just one?
I underestimated the Remembrance's methods. A third party is about to join our discussion. Still haven't noticed it. In the past few moments, we've all forgotten something, haven't we?
Miss Cyrene disappeared.
I thought no one would notice me if I just waited at a corner of the memory zone. But I see that wasn't enough to fool you, my dear. Looks like you're no longer that surprised to see me, even though I am an uninvited guest. Aw, that look. So full of memories. But I'm not her. Only you can see me right now. I only exist in your cognition. So that way, other people can't interrupt us. You mean, what's going on with March 7th? Good. I like people who don't beat around the bush. So, let's talk about the one thing you should know. Your friend March 7th is no more. Yep, no more. March 7th entered this world long before you and Don Hung arrived at Amphorius. She embraced the path of remembrance to save you two, and burned away like a lone candle in the fog. And I am the shadow cast by her candlelight. I've been hiding within the cracks of time all these years. It isn't easy to deceive a genius, but I can do it. I'll now answer your other question about who returned the core flame of time in this cycle. The answer is simple. No one ever did. I believe someone as sharp as you would definitely figure out that something's wrong. When the Era Nova fails to proceed, you will remember our initial meeting, and I'll be able to open the way for the... I'll now answer. No one ever did. Remembrance, and reach this place. Thank you for carrying this core flame all the way to the end of the world. I expected nothing less from March 7th's trusted friend. And now, I shall claim the divine authority of time. I already told you, she no longer exists. But you still have a chance to fix everything. The divine authority isn't actually all that important. What's important is that I will use it to participate in the inner workings of this world. You already have a good idea of what the Era Nova does, right? It initiates extrapolations for the next cycle, based on the World-Bearer's memories. This immutable experimental mechanism is the key to the genius's resistance against Iron Tomb. And now, I'll be lending it just a touch more help. Let me filter your memories. Keep the appropriate seeds, and discard the rest. That way, we'll be able to complete an Era Nova that this world has never before seen. It won't take too long. You just need to step into the rain of sensation with me. I'll tell you who deserves to be forgotten, and who deserves to be remembered. With your memories as the base material, I will recreate the cause and effect of this world, and let a flawless Amphorius be born from the chaos. Isn't the fate of the entire cosmos hinged upon this fight? Then this is the best way to ensure everything works out. It will most certainly defeat the destruction, while composing an unforgettable chapter for the Trailblaze. Of course. You've got to be at the same level as a genius. If you want to contend with them. Besides, that's what March 7th wanted. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th made a wish to me before she disappeared. Her only wish was for the Trailblaze's journey to continue, without an end. I'll definitely fulfill that small wish for her.
Friend, what's going on? Your consciousness suddenly went so far away.
I promise you that the Astral Express crew will definitely. So come, dear. Sink into the sea of oblivion and become my guest. So much time. Just the two of us. And guess what? You cannot refuse my invitation. Because this Memoria Tide, it's her deepest and innermost memory. It was on that night when a certain night of beauty dropped. That was when you showed up. Without even... I see. Then, do you still remember how long it has been since you entered Amphorius? That's gonna be tough to answer. 97 days. You walked every inch of this world in 97 days. But unfortunately, no one was able to see you. And you weren't able to interact with anyone. Like how the Memo Keepers renounce their flesh and turn into mimetic entities. But I can't just do nothing. This world is super terrifying. She and Don Hung have already set off. The Astral Express could appear on the horizon any... And they too will become this place's victims.
For ages, I've watched people walk through that door. They couldn't see or hear my calls. The voices...
They are all humans. But these people's memories were tampered with. That's not what happened with the Express crew. That's so cruel. I don't know. I only possess your memories. None of these people managed to break through the sky's seal. There's probably a danger... Anyway, back to our initial topic. You gotta know something, right? We practically look like twins. Maybe you know a thing or two about my past? Or any hidden powers I might have? Please, tell me what I need to do to protect them. Have you ever wondered what the word cost means? Cost? Shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Oh. You always hid in my memories. Never wanted to come out. That's because you also don't want to get discovered by the garden's observers. Am I wrong? There's no one here except us. If you help... Fine. Let me drop. But you must polish this pebble with your own hands. And it will What will I turn into? Maybe you'll turn into a guiding light. Or maybe you'll be reduced to dead embers. I can't guarantee that you'll remain the person you are now. Inside you is nothing but an Evernight. Even I can only catch it. If this is the only way, then I don't see why I should... The mastermind behind the show is about to find us.
Apologies, lost young lady, but I simply can...
So, he can't see you, huh? As expected. Or maybe he's seen through our true essence.
The Garden of Recollection's methods are puny party tricks.
Looks like we don't have time to keep talking this out. That's right. Some opportunities will never come again. Then, let's do it. Cast down this pebble, and let everything in this world
Be swallowed by the torrents of oblivion. I promise you, what was frozen was alive.
Now, let's bring the true Evernight to this world.
Is this... Am I back already? But... Something doesn't feel right. Think back to when she and I separated.
It will take time to uncover the reason. Before then, if one of the nameless...
This is goodbye then, Lord Donhong.
Thank you, guard. But I can't remember anything after that. No matter how hard I think.
Where's Sunday? Did he not come back with you?
He stayed with Madame Herta. They wanted to try using his tuning to help support the genius's thought hacking.
Is that Himiko's voice? And Mr. Yang?
Oh my. That was Herta's suggestion? It's hard to imagine she'd borrow the power of the harmony.
He stayed with Madame Herta.
Is that Himiko's voice? And Mr. Yang?
No, it was Sunday's suggestion. Herta initially refused. But she changed her mind after Xandar's identity was revealed.
And we still can't get in contact with the Xianzhou Lafu?
I'm still trying, but this place is outside the interastral peace communications coverage zone, so there's a limit to what we can do.
What about Aventurine's chip, the mini transmitter? Surely it can get through to the... And we still...
I'm still trying, but this place is outside...
Yeah.
Himiko, are you alright? I've never seen you this anxious before.
I'm... all right. I'm probably just tired. Let's focus our energy on the kids. Now's not the time for distractions.
Right. Unfortunately, I left that chip in the dreamscape when we departed Penacony.
Am I dreaming? The parlor car feels so... strange. Are the voices coming from the passenger cabin?
Those two passengers...
Don't worry, Pom Pom.
Oh, I'm right here.
It's hard to believe that their car is still floating in the vacuum of space.
That's why the Express wasn't able to receive any landing signal. It's likely that the two missing Nameless, like March 7th, also came under the influence of the Path of Remembrance, and only their minds entered Amphorius.
We can analyze all we want, but the real question is, what can we do right now?
I was just about to get there, Miss Himiko. Right now, Amphorius' memory zone is extraordinarily full. I can also take this opportunity to enter the world and seize as much of an advantage for the Astral Express as possible before... or the other memo keepers arrive. For example, I can light a beacon in the memory zone for the Trailblazer and Don Hong to follow back home.
March's room. I haven't heard a single peep from her this whole time. March already wasn't feeling very well when she and I set out. Even if this is a dream, I should still check on her. No. March? Sorry, March. This isn't...
Based on what Madame heard.
I feel like I've seen these floating black things somewhere before.
Or he's already returned to the... but fell into the trap of someone...
No, I've definitely seen them before. But I've lost that memory. The Memo Keeper's mimetic entities are truly everywhere.
Don't worry. Normal Memo Keepers can't do anything to that little dragon. As long as he's awake enough, he'll find. All he needs is a little concentration.
Hearing you say that makes me feel much better. Has all of the qualities you mentioned.
I don't know what your intent, but as the guard of the Astro, any suspicious and uninvited guests to leave.
So make it wait. Rise and shine. Flowers bloom for tomorrow. Memories waiting to be woken up by a shooting star. Remember me with love. May life and death sprout new buds. Don't blink. May time watch over the Evernight. Cleanse hatred with love!
wrong?
Miss Himiko! I'm back, even if it's just through a spirit warp jump.
You could hear our conversations?
Yes. It was thanks to your voices that I could pierce through the Memoria barrier. Although, it was not a wise decision to let a memo keeper of unknown origins board the Express.
Can't argue with that.
Miss Black Swan has been on the crew's side ever since things started going wrong in Amphorius. We can trust her.
So many baffling things kept happening one after another. I don't even know where to begin. I wish I could have returned with better news.
Don't blame yourself. You're all safe and sound, and that's good enough for me.
Are she and March 7th really safe and sound?
As a matter of fact, while you were on your way back, Amphorius' circumstances changed once again. And these circumstances have something to do with the two you just mentioned.
Are you saying that she has been kidnapped by an unidentified Remembrance Path Strider?
So you're saying that person's appearance is identical to March 7th?
It's too early to say that, as I haven't seen her with my own eyes. I've only detected a similar aura in the memory zone. We have no way of knowing what March 7th has experienced. But I can assure you, if we sink too far into the Memoria tide of that Miss March,
what will happen?
everyone here will be torn to pieces. Please, trust me on this.
But I also trust in our trailblazing companions. I know this isn't what March would want.
No matter what secrets are buried within, we'll do whatever we can to find that March 7th and bring back her and the March we all know. I mostly understand what we've learned about the erudition and the destruction. But what roles...
I made some new discoveries as part of the deal. All right then. Fourth mirror.
Oh, it's finally my turn to shine! Oh, it's really been too long since I last appeared.
This friend here is Madame Herta's very capable assistant. They were the one. Additionally, it was thanks to them.
I appreciate the praise, but I didn't have to lift a finger.
You did this?
The garden has strict rules for collecting memories. But not all. Herta's space station often has uninvited guests, and they never seem to know their limits. How many of them are there?
I didn't really count carefully either. Maybe around 42?
I carefully dissected the memories of these colleagues of mine. You come to a conclusion that can't be it. The Garden of Recollection is secretly salvaging the memories of a path, disappearing. In other words, their goal is to gain the memories of a god's death.
The moment an eon falls? That would indeed be a spectacular sight for someone dedicated to recording these things.
That's exactly the problem. They seem to have been aware of the destruction's movements early on, but they lacked a decisive power and had no way to penetrate Amphorius' firewall.
So, what did they decide to do?
hide the truth, and wait for an opportunity. Now it seems that letting Memo Keepers guide the right people here was also... This also confirms one of my suspicions.
They would not hesitate to associate with the destruction in order to salvage memories?
I don't know. Perhaps there are even deeper things at play here. The majority of Memo Keepers believe that when the universe inevitably reaches its death, unable to sustain increasing entropy, Fu Li will use the memories of everything to reforge the cosmos. Amphorius, as a scepter, can be viewed as a mini-universe. This, without a doubt, these extremists wish to record the cause and effect of Iron Tomb's destruction of the erudition. They may want to use it to simulate the end of the universe. The Trailblaze broke the seal around Amphorius, giving these people the opportunity, because your involvement will certainly influence.
You said that March is closely linked to the Remembrance.
I do not believe that Miss March is on their side. In fact, when the car you used for landing first made contact with Amphorius, a violent surge of memories flowed past, combined with what we...
March?
Exactly. She was the first to be hijacked by the Remembrance, but she used
At present, we've lost contact with her. Our only choice now is to rely on the eyes and ears of those two geniuses to understand the situation. There's no use in agonizing over this, Don Hung.
Yes.
Passenger Dong Hung! You finally found your way.
Yes, conductor. I'm back.
Pom-Pom knows. Pom-Pom came. Passenger Welt says they found them. Their projections are in the parlor car.
Welt. And Mr. Screwlum.
Himiko. You seem to be feeling much better now. And Don Hung. It's great to be able to talk to you. Once again...
Madame Herta doesn't care much for favors. Back to the topic at hand. Mr. Don Hung, we did a sweep of the area surrounding Amphorius's celestial body for organic signals, and we finally discovered the bodies of you and Miss Trailblazer. The two of you were very fortunate, as there was something protecting your bodies. All vital signs are still present.
Was it March protecting us?
Our preliminary determination is that the bubble enveloping you two in the vacuum is made of a substance similar to Memoria. Conjecture.
It will take some effort to bring your bodies back to the Express, so you should get some rest first.
Have we completely lost contact with the inside of Amphorius?
There have been several unforeseen circumstances. We broke through Lygas's firewall after the law was amended. But now Amphorius is enveloped by the fierce path of remembrance, once again cutting off all channels of communication for outsiders.
So we have no way of contacting her. If we take into account the difference in the flow of time, every minute we delay here could be a year of waiting for her.
Don Hung, what are you thinking?
If it was March who helped us get past the firewall initially, then does that mean only she and I have the travel permit for Amphorius right now?
That is a logical inference, Mr. Don Hung.
Mr. Screwlum, do you have a way to transmit my spirit signal back to Amphorius?
You want to go back? That is far too risky.
Even if my body and spirit are able to return without a hitch, there's not much I can do here.
We can't lose you again, Don Hung.
Miss Himiko, if we can't get her and March back, How is that any different from losing me?
You're right. I should have known you'd say something like that.
Well, I suppose there's no point in trying to dissuade you.
Mr. Yank, Miss Himiko, I will do everything in my power to bring the Express crew back together. No one will be left behind.
You may notice a hint of sweetness in the air. That would be the fragrance of the 7-colored bath salts from Marmorial Palace. A truly splendid journey, if I may say so. With the Era Nova now complete, you have granted the hero the perfect conclusion. Losses were a constant on the Flame Chase journey, until Lord Ravager, Iron Tomb...
Shush!
Hey, hey, hey! Attention all passengers!
Perfect timing. Who left this note? Strange. March. When did she leave this here? Whatever. All I did was...
Keep it down. I think I found her.
Who's there?